So, Sandra, another empty bus for you. I'll do this as often as I can if I want, if I can get to do it. Because you said you like me being on the buses or watching a video of the buses. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, another empty bus. Yay! Yeah. So we're at Vauxhall at the moment, and yeah. As you can see, it's a really hot day out there. It's bright blue skies, no cloud, and yeah, I've just come from our meeting. Had a fantastic chair from somebody that was originally from California and has recently moved to London about 9 months ago, I think he said. So yeah, so oops, yeah, so anyway, this is pretty cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm no idea what I'm doing right now, to be quite honest. I'm heading to a convention at Sloane Square, near Sloane Square. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing shortly. That's why I'm on this bus. Yeah, I don't know what's the matter with me this morning. Well, this morning, it's afternoon now. But yeah, I'm just very few on words at the minute. Unlike me. Hey, look at that. Right. Interestingly, I'm doubling back on myself here. I've just walked down this road because I was going to get the tube at first. I was thinking, oh, I'll get the tube to Sloane Square, but then I thought, you know what? That'll cost me more anyway. And it's only £1.50 on the bus, so I might as well get the bus. But I had no idea which bus to get. I had no idea I could have got this bus, and I could have actually got on the bus stop much further down here. I didn't realise. I had no idea it went this way, you see. I thought Sloane Square would be in the opposite direction, but that's London for you. It's very convoluted and it can be very confusing at times, even after 13 years, well, 14 years more or less, nearly. So, in fact, yeah, no, hang on. 2003, we're now 2017, is that 14 years or 13? No. Oh, I haven't got a clue off the top of my head. But anyway, yeah, so, yeah. So if I'd known that, if I'd known I could get this flipping bus, I would have got it much further down this road. I've just walked all the way down this road. Literally, I've just walked all the way down from it. Not realising that the bus I would eventually get would be this bus, which is the 452, and I could have got it at one of the bus stops down here. So, wish I'd known that. Anyway, it's a lovely day anyway, so I don't really mind. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Look at all the building work going on, by the way. I don't know if you can see that through the window there. It's all the building work going on. Look. Way, an empty bus. You see, you don't often get this, you see, generally. It depends on what time of the day and what bus you're getting on, I suppose. But you don't always get an empty bus. But this one's a different one. See, that's the other interesting thing about the bus services in London. They're all owned by different companies. They all might be red and have the red livery, but they're all different companies, all different bus companies. And even though they all come under TfL, which is Transport for London, like I said, they're all different bus companies. So it's fascinating. But they've all got the same colour, like I said. Yeah, so like I said, just beyond those traffic lights is where I come onto this road from. Just beyond it, like I said, and there's a bus stop just past these traffic lights, and I could have got on there I wish I'd known that earlier on. Well, it would have saved me a walk, but like I said, it's no biggie really, because it's a gorgeous day out there. I love it. I love it when it's like this. You see, this is the kind of weather I do like. It's not like mega hot. You know, it depends, I suppose, but it's not. And we got a nice breeze blowing anyway, sort of thing. And in the shade, it's nice and cool, even if it does get a bit too hot. But this is the weather I can deal with this. I can deal with dry, hot heat. I can deal with it. It doesn't really bother me too much, as long as I don't get too much of it, of course. Do you know what I mean? Obviously be sensible and not overdo it, sort of thing, or if it gets too hot. But you know, this is pleasant to me. This is nice. I'm really enjoying this. This is really nice. But it's that muggy, humid heat that I can't stand. I can't deal with that at all. I sweat profusely with that, and I just, oh man, I hate it. It's horrible. And it was like that on Friday when I was working in the shop. It was so muggy and so hot. This is the bus stop I could have got on. I had no idea. See, the 452. I wish I'd known that. Like I said, I cut through the park coming from my meeting, like, and cut through the park, and I walked out, come out this way. But I had no idea that I could get the bus here that take me to Sloane Square. I had no idea. So this is the Wandsworth Road, by the way. So just so that you know. Yeah. Like I said, this takes you all the way down to Wandsworth. We'll have to have a trip down there one day. I haven't been down there for a while. I haven't been to Wandsworth for a while. So yeah. I'm not sure if the bus actually goes through Wandsworth. It must turn off at some point, because I don't know. Like I said, London still confuses me at times, because I'm trying to work out how you get to Sloane Square from Wandsworth. Surely it's going the opposite way, but I don't know. So I'm assuming that this turns off before it actually gets into Wandsworth. I'm assuming, but I must admit I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think that we haven't been to Wandsworth for. Well, I haven't, and I've definitely not done a vlog in Wandsworth before. So yeah. And it's only up the road again, it's not a million miles away from me. You know what I mean? Brixton's only on this side of me, this way, essentially. So, you know, actually when I think about it, I don't know why I've never thought of going down there before. So, yeah, maybe I'll show you a bit of Wandsworth. I'll let you guys have a look at Wandsworth. Yeah. Okay, so for now I'm going to leave it there. I don't think I'll be doing any filming when I get to the convention, but you know, never say never. Okay, so for now, I think, unless we actually do go through Wandsworth, if we go through Wandsworth, I might film a bit of Wandsworth for you, give you a sort of preview, taster, a preview of Wandsworth, perhaps. Funny enough, actually, just before I do finish the vlog, I just thought I'd mention, when I was on the housing list, before I got my flat, I viewed a couple of flats along this road. One was back the other way, so no point in trying to show you now because we've passed it. But you see those tall block of flats over there in the distance there? Well, that first set of block of flats on the 17th floor, I went to view a flat, because like I say, I was on the council waiting list. And anyway, cut a long convoluted story short, basically with several other people I went to view a flat in those high-rise what's names, and it was on the 17th floor, but as sort of fate would have it, you know, I didn't end up getting that flat anyway, so I got the flat where I am. Right, okay, so for now I shall leave it there, and I'll catch you folks later. Bye for now. Okay folks, so just got off the bus. There it goes. There's the bus going down there. That's going in the wrong direction for me. So get off here at Sloane Square. And you must recognise this from a couple of weeks ago when I did a video down here. And I went to the oh, what's it called again? Saatchi Gallery. So, yep, Sloane Square, and then, like I say, we'll head to the convention, which is just down here basically. It's usually held at the town hall, Chelsea Town Hall. It's usually there anyway, that's where it was last time. Yeah, we'll walk down, well, King's Road's just outside of me there, so we'll go down that way in a second. But I just wanted to go this way just because it's going to be a little less crowded for a moment or two at least. Right, I'm assuming that I can get back onto the King's Road from here. Should be able to. This runs virtually parallel to it. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Sometimes you just never know with London. Sometimes you just never know. So essentially, this is Chelsea. Essentially. See, I always say that because sometimes I'm not absolutely 100%, absolutely always, if I'm exactly where I'm saying I actually am. Sometimes I might be close to it or near to it, but might not necessarily be actually in that particular area that I've suggested sometimes. So I always quantify it with that, you know, essentially, because sometimes I could be wrong sometimes. Anyway, right, let's right, so this is the King's Road, so I'm thinking actually let's avoid the King's Road for now, mainly because it's just going to be really crowded. Yeah, let's go this way, Don't know where that music's coming from. Hope this isn't picking that up. And then YouTube go, oh, material, copyright, blah, 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 blah. Flipping heck, it's loud. I don't know where that's coming from. I thought it was somebody's car thing at first. I thought it was somebody's, what's the name of that? That's way too loud for a car. Right. So, oh, I love it. What a gorgeous day. I love it when it's like this. I do. See, it's not too hot. You know what I mean? It's not to the point where you're kind of melting, like, you know what I mean? It's like, ooh. Do you know what I mean? It's nice and hot, but it's nice as well because you've got that nice breeze, and it's also kind of in the shade. It's kind of cool, so that if you do get a little bit too hot, you can sit in the shade for a little while. So it's nice, man. It's all right. Yeah. Now, yeah. Now you see, this is what I mean about whether sometimes you can. Right, hang on. Can I get back on? Because I really need to be essentially on the. Ah, yeah, right. Okay, let's go this way. Well, there seems to be some sort of market thing going on here. Of course, that's the other problem with having the breeze, of course, which is nice from a sort of don't want to get too hot perspective, but the thing is, of course, then it's going to play havoc with the sound on here, or it can do at times, and all depending on which way I'm pointing the camera. And I still can't figure out whether it's better to have the wind blowing directly onto the camera that way and then it doesn't sound as bad, or from the opposite direction. I'm not too sure, to be quite honest. It's all very festive and active around here. Summery festive, that is. Right, let's, because we're on this side of the road, we need to get on this side of the road. I might as well keep the vlog going for now, I guess. Right, let's get across. Right, yeah, so might as well just keep the vlog going for now, I guess. I was thinking, oh, I'll wait till I get further down, blah blah blah, because it is quite a crowded street, and you know, sometimes I get a bit self-conscious when I'm talking, and you know, and then people looking at me or whatever. You know, that still happens at times, believe it or not. And it all depends. It all, you know, it can vary from time to time, from place to place, basically. You know, but yeah, well, I guess. And plus the fact, sometimes, believe it or not, I kind of run out of things to talk about sometimes. It's like, what do I say now? And things don't always immediately spring to mind sometimes either. So sometimes it's a case of just talking for the sake of it, just filling that awkward space, like, you know. It's very busy down here today. Of course, it being a Saturday and the weather being so nice. But that wind is picking up a little. Like I say, I'm always conscious of the fact that how it sounds on here when the wind starts to pick up. Because I don't know about you guys, but I find that really annoying when the wind's blowing on a video and all you can hear is howling, flipping, blowing wind, like, you know. Right, hang on. See, that's the other thing as well. Navigating around whilst you're doing this can be rather awkward sometimes, you know, because of course I've got to sort of flipping, when I've got the camera at myself, it's kind of like I've got to point it this direction, do you know what I mean? And so therefore I've got to hold it further out so that you can see me, like, you know. So I mean, of course, when I'm pointing it at the street, which then I can just like hold it close to me, like, you know what I mean? So it's not so awkward then. But then of course, you see, thing is, sometimes some people can be a bit fucky. Oh, sorry. Oh, I was swearing. Oh my God, sorry. Didn't mean to do that then. Don't know what come over me for a second then. You know, I don't normally do that. Yeah. You know, some people can be a bit funny sometimes. You know, I've had that happen. Not that often though, funny enough. Not that often. But occasionally I've had people sort of pull me up in the street. Hey, what are you filming me for? I'm thinking, I'm not filming you, mate. I'm just filming in the street in general. You're not allowed to film people. Well, actually, yes. If you're in public space, yes, you are. Perfectly within your rights to do so. I don't know. Anyway, right. Yeah, it's a bit of a long road, this, actually. It's a bit of a long trek, I should say. It's not too far, though. You know, you're only about a minute away from it now, essentially. And then I'll show you the outside of it, and then obviously after that, well, actually, wait a minute, actually thinking about it, no, perhaps I won't show you the outside, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, right. Okay. Right, I think basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here for now, because I'm not far off now. And like I say, I just realised that it's probably maybe not a good idea to film outside of it, actually. Just for confidentiality reasons, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, yes, right. I'll leave it there for now, folks, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Okay, folks, so I have absolutely no idea what part of London I'm in right this minute. Look at this big thing here. Anybody recognise that building? Anyway, so this essentially is the King's Road, I think, still. I think it is. Perfectly honest with you, I have no idea. So, but straight down there, across those lights, that's definitely got to be still the King's Road. And that's where the convention's on at the moment, so I'm at the opposite end of the King's Road. But, do you know, it's funny, since I got here, since I got off the bus, I find this really fascinating. You know, for the last few days, no matter where I've been in London, essentially, for the last few days, today, yesterday, I've had a fantastic few days, really have. You know, my head's been nice and quiet, no real sort of, you know, noise as such and all the rest of it. You know what I mean? I don't mean physical, I mean in my head. I don't know what's in this wind is picking up on this. I'm hoping it's not picking up, and you can hear what I'm saying, I hope. This wind is becoming rather a nuisance, actually, right now, especially for vlogging. The chances are it's just noise everywhere, man. Right, hang on. Although it's going to be really, really naff and boring. I'm going down this side alley here, just trying to get away from the noise and the flipping what's them. Now we've got airplane flying over. Right, basically, what I'm trying to get to here. Right, so let me step in this little alleyway here for a minute. Just at least, oh mind you, I say try and get away from the wind. I'm not so sure now. Well, the wind's coming down here and all. Right, anyway, so basically, yeah, ever since I got off the bus, I can't get away from this flipping wind, man. Right, hang on. Let's try here. Everywhere I go, this flipping wind's just... Right, as you might be able to tell already, perhaps, maybe, I'm really irritated right now. I'm seriously irritated. I haven't been this irritated in a good while, actually. And I'm convinced it's this area. I'm convinced it is. There's something about it that just is really getting under my skin, I'm telling you. And like I said, for the life of me, I can't work out what it is exactly. I have no idea, but it's ever since I got off the bus. Ever since I got off the bus, I've just been... My anger levels are just starting to really bubble over, and it's like, wow. And I must admit, it's surprising me. I don't understand why, to be honest. I mean, up until then, I've been having a really good few days. Like I said, everything's been reasonably cool and hunky-dory. Do you know what I mean? Essentially. But for some reason, at the moment, it's just like, just ready to tear somebody flipping out right now. Oh man, don't like feeling like this. I really don't. I don't want to be feeling like this, but I don't know what's going on. I'm feeling super, super annoyed. Anyway, I've paid my money to get in the convention. There is a dance tonight as well. So the convention itself and a dance later on. And now I'm kind of like thinking to myself, do I really want to stay for this now? And I've noticed the wind's definitely picking up. Well, at least it seems to be round here anyway. I don't know if it's... Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. Just feeling really, really... It's really difficult to pin it down, because I'm still feel relatively, you know, and everything's fine essentially. But for some reason, I'm just feeling this real... I don't know what it is, to be quite honest. I have absolutely no idea what's making me feel this way right now. Right, I think for the time being, I'm going to leave it here because of this wind as well. I'm beginning to wonder whether you're going to hear anything on this at all, to be quite honest, because of the wind. Right, so I'm going to leave it there for now, folks. Oh look, by the way, look, time's going backwards. Hey, time's whizzing past. Whoa, no, we're going backwards in time. Right, so, okay, I'm going to leave it there for now, folks, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.